And welcome as we surrender into the truth and reality that God's presence has made presence within each and every one of us. And I would like to open to speak to the importance of understanding the living breath within, the breath of God within us, the holy remembrance and recognition that as we breathe, many of us have heard these words, but there is a truth and reality in engaging in this process. There are some that require people to take long, deep, expansive breaths, holding at the peak of their breath, exhaling long and slow and steady. But honestly, from my understanding, that is not a requirement. I mean, I know that in the meditative process, I can reach 30, 40 seconds on an inhale or whatever, but the intention is, what is the breath? Is the breath the recognition and reality that is God within me that precedes my form? It is God's living breath that is abwun, that magnifies itself within me, that stirs my cells to desire life, which then compels my lungs to bring air of the earth in. It is the preceding nature of God within that is life within us. And as we were just talking before the call, this is the nature of how we can engage in every situation that seems beyond our grasp, or the measure of things that we are going to encounter in our days, whether it's medical appointments or financial appointments, legal appointments. We engage first within the living breath of God within and allow ourselves to be intentionally present, at least a singular breath, preferably 3 breaths. And at a time where you are permitted the time, allow yourself maybe even 7 breaths to deepen in the reality of God's presence within you before you act. So as we breathe deep now, allow your breath to be dictated by God within you, and breathe deep. As we follow Yeshua's instruction in Avun, Amartike, Nertun, Ara'ah, Rachelim, Unmolokatan, Muricheresh, Nikilian, Yahweh Lachim, Elvendru, Kurkandru, Kutarivish, Macharam. Avun, O living, breathing life, we thank you that you have softened the space to make your presence known. We trust you and embrace the truth of this reality, for we are one in you, calling upon the living name that is Yahweh Elohim, and we breathe deep with intentions centered upon your perfect spirit. We exhale in the truth that your presence within is the provider and strength that we receive in each and every breath. We breathe deep, drawing upon Yeshua's example upon this earth and Yeshua's holy presence and resident forth over all creation. As we exhale, we embrace the prayer of life that resides within. We are strengthened and renewed by the Holy Provider, that is Yahweh Elohim, Abun Sabala Bikranir Chalam, as example to Yeshua HaMashiach, Arvarandro Kura Kontrav Chirimiah. And we breathe deep. In exhaling, we impart the living breath of God throughout all creation to expand and pour forth from us for the sake of those we hold upon our hearts, whether they be Jen, Kim, Sheila, David, or Mary. And to all people that hold any intention upon their hearts at this time, we join with you in the fullness of agreement that as God has softened a place to be within us all, we stir the remembrance of God's presence within for all people that we hold upon our hearts. Once again, in thanksgiving for the prayer of life that is within, we breathe deep. Evrandro kura kondra kalbara khalem, barafiyandro kuriesh machalam, ala khalam, umuriotora vakalbirioshma. Allow for each breath to be of intention, the intention to reveal divine life within you, the holy purity that manifests as we embrace the living creator that resides within us, the kingdom of heaven that is present within. In each breath we are strengthened and renewed, refined within holy fortitude, purified to evidence all aspects of divinity, to embrace the higher offering in each and every moment. We breathe deep, sustained and strengthened. Avrandolo coinere standolo, turaiondra carburiondre filendrio, volandolo coloio schnaiondre kiriendre, vradondra calbirondre kiriendre, rondre kireshman. Avum. A gentle and deep breath enters in upon you, greets the living breath of God within you, magnifying life through each and every cell, preparing you and strengthening you in holy renewal, peace, clarity, wisdom, and understanding in the depths of discernment, holy clarity, peace, and purity. Once again, we embrace the wonder of life, the preceding nature of God within, reminded that God's presence does precede the formation of our DNA, and in this breath, we are increased to remember the manner in which we are formed in divine sight and released of all physical and muscle memory, any spiritual memory to come to the recognition of God Creator within. We breathe deep. As we remember that we are one in the Holy Kingdom, there is no separation. We find this moment of blessed solitude, connected perfectly unto our Creator from within, which makes us connected to all things of blessing throughout creation, including those we have released into new life, or those that face any form of harm. that we surrender ourselves to be intercessory supporters and extenders of God's presence within. We breathe deep. We are the living breath of God within. And we remember ourselves as connected, one with all things of blessing for those we hold in love. In this life-giving breath, we also recognize those who have named themselves enemy. We turn and extend to them the holy and divine love that is God creator within them. We stir and remember and know them freed from the spiritual ground that may govern them through lesser thoughts or aggression, deception or manipulation. We choose holy integrity. We look upon them with our eyes to see them as whole and restored through truth, compassion, kindness, and humility. We breathe deep, for we are one with our loving God and Creator, and we embrace the living attributes that rise from His name. In the holy names that are given in Yahweh Elohim, Yeshua, Avun Sabal Bienu Rakantara Sheresh Nachava, Harach Amacharam Alachirim Unmore Katandere, Vienyere Kunduru Kukoria Talvera Smachaya. In holy blessing and thanksgiving, we are whole, we are complete. And Yahweh, I thank you to know that you have preceded each and every individual through the works of their days, through the rest of their night, that you would draw them into a deep and holy sleep, blessed in renewal, strength, and vitality, and awakened tomorrow to reveal your glory in each and every breath that they receive. We are one with you in holy trust as we once again come to a close in this prayer and meditation through your most blessed and holy name. Yahweh Elohim, our God in three, through Yeshua, Avun. Amen.